weather on NBC 10 Boston, Boston's most accurate forecast.
You know, really tough to come to work today knowing how nice it is outside.
Okay, but here's the thing that, and Glenn just pointed this out to me, Pete. Look how dark it is starting to get.
Yeah, earlier.
Got to go down that path, right? Yeah. We are losing quite a bit of time. We're on the downslope, though, so a little over 2.5 minutes a day is what we're losing on daylight. But these temperatures are not going to stop, and this warm air mass is undaunted, too. 71 in Boston, 70 on the North Shore, 67 right now in Worcester. We know from past experience, previous nights, once that sun goes down, though, boy, those temperatures rocket down, too. The air mass is quite dry. But look at the 80s all the way up into Minneapolis. International Falls, a very cold spot, even this time of year, 69. 79 in Green Bay. Chicago is 78 degrees. So that's what we tap into over the next couple of days. And yeah, the sea breeze will come in on Tuesday and knock us back along the coastline, but still 70s from here until Wednesday away from the coast. So tomorrow's high temperatures close to 80 in Newburyport, Acton, all the way up into Haverhill, south towards Lynn. This is a westerly wind, so our warmest temperatures will be found from Salem south, Gloucester, Boston, Winthrop, and Revere. Yeah, 80 or 81. So we're not as warm out through greater Worcester because of elevation here, but that downslope, the wind comes down from the Worcester Hills and it warms. It literally warms by a couple degrees, and it makes a difference between 77 in Worcester and 81 in Boston. We've seen that many times before. In the South Shore, you'll get some of the side benefits as well in Quincy and down through Brockton and Taunton, 80. Across the canal, we're back into the lower 70s or even upper 60s in Nantucket. So we have a chance to at least tie the record in Boston tomorrow. Guidance is only about 79 to 80 degrees, but I bumped it up a couple degrees owing to the fact that, you know, sometimes guidance aren't all that great in these warm-ups in August, or October rather. It's going to feel like August, except for the humidity. 82 is what we had in 1920. 80 in Worcester will be a few degrees shy of that too, but still a warm day in the woo. And Tuesday's high temperatures come back. You can see the sea breeze very evident here all the way through Marshfield. Temperatures in the upper 60s, but still mid-70s from Lowell straight through Natick. Again, almost untouched. I mean, we come out of the 80s, so there's that. And that easterly wind should sweep back all the way through Metro West. But then on Wednesday, we surge it again with the winds coming out of the southwest back into the mid and upper 70s for one last hurrah. There is a front coming through on Thursday. This one, unfortunately, has precious few showers with it as it drops in here on Thursday and then presses offshore going into Thursday night. It'll do the job of bringing in that new air mass, but it still keeps us on the dry side even after this front goes through. So we get very few sprinkles on Wednesday night with this, and then you stay dry after it too. 80-mile-per-hour winds with Oscar as it hits in eastern Cuba and then goes into the southern Bahamas as a tropical storm, then into the open Atlantic. It actually goes way up in the North Atlantic. 53 tonight, moonlit skies, cools quickly this evening and overnight. 40s in the suburbs. Sunrise 7:04 these days. Sunset is before 6 o'clock. Are you okay with that, Priscilla? Anyway, overnight showers on Wednesday night, and then Thursday we're back to some sunshine. Look at the string of nice days. And you know, I will say, not 80s and 70s, but holding your own in the 50s and even trying to get to some 60s here all the way into the prelude to Halloween, which is next Thursday.
Wild to see. We're going to go from the 80s down to the 50s in just a matter of a couple days.
Yeah.
Let's break that record tomorrow, huh?
All right. Remember, you can always stay on top of the weather, even if you are away from your TV. Just download the NBC 10 Boston app. You'll have access to our radar as well as the exclusive 10-day forecast.